Alright, hello and welcome to Material Musings. I'm so glad you could join me. If you are one of my patrons, I think on my free tier, then you would have been able to get a sneak peek of this one and some of the things that I was going to do with it, and I have since been working on it. Oh, and it has been a joy. I've just been really enjoying working on this, and I'm currently there were some things that I said I was going to cover, and I'm currently working on adding some stitches in this part. So I'm going to give you a really good close-up. Yeah, so I think that's a nice place to start. So, okay, let me just start out first, and then out means out. Okay, so let me show you out first. So, one of the main things I wanted to do was to capture the kind of motion that we were getting here, and I've done that in there as well, and I've used the blue and drawn it in the blue thread. So this is actually embroidery. This is actually crochet thread. It's like it's raining. Yeah, and I've just gone to town. So this has mainly been covered with the crochet thread. I've just gone in there and it's just a straight stitch. And where it's curved, I've just curved it as well. So let's come in to the center now. Sorry about all this back and forth. So we have this figure here, and it's amazing how when you're looking at a piece, how you can be inspired just as you're talking about it. Because I'm looking at this piece and I was thinking to myself, her body could have gone further down, or maybe even like along here. So I was just thinking about adding some beading, because I haven't added beading to this yet, so that might be another thing. So it'd be nice to look at some beading that will complement. It's going to either be purple or it's going to be the green that I will incorporate and just add to the bottom here, maybe just to here. We'll see. But yeah, I've been adding some stitching in here, and when you kind of pack the stitching in, it changes the texture of the piece. So like if we look at this bit, it's kind of, you know, spongy, but when we go to this bit, it's a lot tighter, and I prefer this, and that's why I decided to go in. So you can still see the color underneath, but you've got this firmness, and visually for me, I like the look of like consistently. And so even as I'm looking up here, it's giving me that, oh, we need that done to us as well, just along here and then in here. So there's more slow stitching to go than I had originally anticipated, because I was just thinking about getting the backing on and it being finished. And I've got the same fabric that I've used on here is going to be the backing. And the one that I'd already cut to size, by the time I'd stitched it, and it was just as well I made a mistake in the measurements, because it would have its backing on already. And I really wanted to, work on this a bit more. So that's what I'm going to do. And sometimes pieces do that. And I wanted to come and like, oh yeah, you know, it's all nice and finished. And then I thought, well, who are you competing against? You know, this is, you just take your time, and there will be different aspects of things that I'm working on. And you'll be able to see some of that But I think this week will be spent bringing this to its completion, but not rushing, because these just take time, and you just stress yourself out if you move faster than you're actually able to go, and like you're pressurizing yourself because you want people to see something. But yeah, I did want you to see the piece, and I want you to see how the piece has advanced. I've added some more stitching around the face area and the neck. Again, I'm loving it. Really liking that bit. Just want you to see the thread I'm using. Yeah, it's an off-white, but on this it's kind of got like a little sheen to it. And then we've got like a circle here. I really felt the circle, but now I'm feeling the lines. I did the lines afterwards, but I'm feeling the lines, so that is going to continue. I like that look. And then just around the head as well, I had some smaller, around the head I had some smaller stitches, but I'm going to go in with these. They're kind of, some of them are smaller, some of them are it's just a few millimeters long, but I like that look. And then coming down here, see, it's a journey. Coming down here, we're going to add some more down here. Yeah, so it's not one of these pieces that you have to prepare for anybody in particular, but whoever does get it will definitely be blessed, and when it's finished you'll know. And I think you should look at your pieces, think about the pieces you create, and allow it to communicate with you. You're being blessed meditatively as you stitch, and the piece is coming to life and telling its own story. So let's look at the other one, and I'm going to maybe thread the needle for it just to kind of get it going in my head. So I love this one, is using mainly sari fabric, and I had decided to go in here and do some stitching, and I just saw the thread that I was going to use. It was just kicking around like as if it didn't have a place to go. So I thought to myself, let me start taking a piece off and thread it. I'm gonna have to add this round a spool. Anyway, so I'm just taking a length off, and I'm gonna take one strand from this, and I think we probably will have enough to complete this, dependent on if there's any other things that I'm thinking of doing as we go along. So it might be that, I get to the end of doing the stitches and find that actually I need to add some more things or need to bring in another colour. Okay, so we're using a single strand and doubling it over. You don't want to take a too long a piece, because they invariably just get themselves tangled. So I don't need this on here for the moment, so I can put this in the protective bag that I have for it. And the backing's going to be the same colour. So it's interesting. I'm looking at this. Let me put this at the back just so that hopefully it will highlight it a bit more. So I'm just going to show you something up here. Intrigue. So, and it's interesting that I came here. Oh, so what I started to do was some really tiny stitches in here and here. I like. Okay, so we'll start from here, and see, it's already got itself tangled. It's so easy to get it. So all these little beads. So I'm going to go through the back, and I'm just going to do some small. I hadn't planned to do really tiny stitches, so I'm just gonna take this down. I'm gonna do a few back stitches there. It's a different colour to what was used. And I like the size, but I don't think I'm gonna yet go there. So we're gonna do bigger stitches. I'm gonna come back and what you can do is you can do bigger stitches but create a pattern. So that's what I think I will do. I think that would suit this better. So and then what might happen is that as I'm coming to the end of what I'm doing now with these larger stitches, I might find, you know what, I need to go in and do some smaller ones. But right now I'm not feeling, I love the look of it, I love the look of these tiny stitches, but not right now. So as I say, sometimes it takes you a bit of time to warm up to an idea. I haven't ruled it out. So we'll see. So all I'm going to do with this, again, this is going to take time. So this is probably a couple of weeks project, dependent. If I was working on it straight, then what I am doing is working on more than one at the time, and you've seen the other one. But yeah, I'm feeling that, and I'll go in and come back. I'll probably stagger it there, and then judging on the way that this fabric is at the moment, I'll probably have to go in with a third row, maybe at the top here. We'll see how it goes. I mean, that didn't take me that long. So let's come out, and that's that would be a nice easy stitch, like if you're sitting in the car and I'm being driven, then you know, I could just be, it's easy enough to see, and I could just, you know, take it and do some work on it wherever I'm going. I'm thinking I need to now just have it flat because as it was bent like that, we've got a little indentation that it needs to be flat, and then that will come out. Yeah, so that is this one. I just thought I would give you an update. I really love it. I love the colours. I love all the bits. And now I'm looking at the pink, because last week in our sneak peek I was looking at a pink thread, and I'm thinking I might actually bring that in, but I'm not going to promise myself too much. Yeah, see how it goes. Yeah, those were the two that I had to show you. That's what I've got for you this week in Material Musings, and where I want to finish the this figured one. As I say, these figures are also available on my Etsy store, and so if you wanted to get one and then see what you can do in fabric, I'm going to be doing a lot more designs and a lot more. You can do this in so many different with different fabric, but yeah, we're looking at some small kits. I haven't started another Kawandi. As I say, I've just been caught up with this one, and this one looks like it's gonna have some more. I've got a stitch here, and it might just be that we're taking the blue around. Yeah, it might do that actually, because I was thinking maybe the pink, but well, I think we'll just leave it with the blue. So again, this has got even more to go, but I like these colours, bring me joy. These colours bring me joy, the bright, the yellow, the blue, the purple, and this is the way that it sits. Okay, so we're going to leave it there for now. And I will, if you come on to join us on Patreon, you'll occasionally get the behind the scenes and sneak peeks and updates before it comes on here on YouTube. So yeah, I'm looking forward to adding more to this, and I might just do some of this today. So the next time you see this, it should hopefully have all its around the corners done. I'd like to move this on to see how it could potentially look, and then see what else I want to do with it. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. So I hope that that's inspired you to get on with your own pieces and finish them off, because that for me is really important this year, to be finishing off projects and releasing them out into the world. Okay, so take care for now, and I will see you again.